Okay, now we have Mr. Bobby Fischer live from Japan through Mr. Bomapalo Mercado. Bomapalo, please, good evening.
Hello?
Hello.
All right.
What happened?
Okay, nothing. We just have some technical adjustments over here. Can you hear me now?
I hear you, yeah.
Okay. All right, we are on the air over Bombo Radio right now. And we have a co-anchor, it's Melchor, but I'm going to ask some questions. First of all, I'd like to ask you, Bobby, how are you?
Not very good.
Yeah. Why?
I was illegally arrested July 13th as I was going to board a flight for Manila from Tokyo.
Okay.
Yeah.
You were coming to the Philippines then?
Yes, July 13th of this year.
Uh-huh.
I've been in prison ever since then. They're preparing to deport me to the U.S. to be murdered by Bush and the fucking Jews.
Okay. Did they give any reason for your arrest?
Yes. They claimed that my passport was revoked, which was a flat-out lie, absolute lie, total lie. My passport was perfectly valid, I would like everybody to go to the website where they can get all the information. I have there's a very long statement of facts there, and it has all the truth,
So they said that your passport is
They said that the U.S. said it was revoked.
It was revoked by the U.S.
And they destroyed my passport. Then they turned over my passport to the U.S. Embassy, and the U.S. Embassy punched holes through it.
So now you don't have any passport?
No, I have no passport, and also they're preparing to deport me to the U.S. for using a revoked passport, invalid passport.
Well, the news about your arrest came several days, maybe that's about 2-3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
How come they have not yet deported you up to now?
Well, I don't know. They're just taking their time. I think they want to make it, go through the motions of pretending that, due process of law, you know what I mean?
Yes.
And also, I think they may be waiting for the Olympiad to begin, and then when they ship me back, it'll just be like a tiny little story. Everybody will be glued to their TV with their beer, enjoying the Olympic Games, and there'll just be a small story in the back, Fischer was sent to the U.S., and nobody will be too upset because I'll be enjoying the Olympics, you understand?
Yes.
It's all been prearranged and timed, and then I will be tried, convicted, sentenced, imprisoned, and tortured and murdered.
Murdered?
Yeah. If you go to the website, I want to give that website,
yes,
if we can give it a few times, to make sure everybody gets it through the interview, okay?
Okay, go.
This is http it's a semicolon, yeah?
Semicolon, yes.
/ home dot att dot ne dot jp / moon / Fischer /
Okay.
Why don't you read it back? You have it? I'll read it. Let me read it one more time. http semicolon / home dot
home. As in HOME?
Yeah, let me read it again.
Okay.
That's http / home dot att dot
ATP. ATT, all right.
Let me read it again. Home dot att dot ne dot jp / moon / Fischer /
Moon
Fischer spelled Fischer.
Yes.
You got it? Why don't you read it if you have it written down?
I will. http / home dot att dot ne dot jp / moon / Fischer / all right.
Yeah. And then you go there, you get the statement of fact, and there's all the documents, everything is there. Maybe we'll give the address again later, okay?
That's right. All right.
That's the key, because, there's so much more than I can explain in 5 minutes,
That's right.
But it's totally illegal. The Japs know it. Everybody knows it, you know what I mean?
That's right. You've been living for quite some time in Japan, and this is the first time that this kind of thing happened to you?
Yeah, this is a vicious betrayal. They stabbed me in the back. They got one fucking call from the U.S. Embassy, and, they're ready to throw me down the river. Doesn't matter how much money I spent with the Tico Corporation. I spent about $350,000, $300,000, paid them, gave them my ideas, gave them my time, gave them my money, and then spent a fortune on Japanese electronics here, spent a fortune going to Japanese mineral baths, spent hundreds of thousands of dollars just going to the mineral baths with my friend,
Yes.
And now they're just they get one call from the U.S. Embassy, and they're sending me to prison in the U.S. to die. And really vicious cocksuckers here in Japan, It's a disgraceful country. I was a fool not to see what kind of fucking animals they have become under 60 years almost of Jewish American occupation,
Yes. So you're
animals here.
You're mad at the Japanese government too?
Damn right I am. Totally illegal, and they know it. They're just scared. If they give me justice, they will go to jail. They'll be screwed. Everybody is so scared shitless of the U.S. here.
Yeah. Okay.
But it's totally illegal. It's all based on a letter from somebody in the Philippines, the Philippine Embassy of the United States of America, Manila, Philippines, December 11th, 2003.
Coming from the embassy here in Manila.
Yeah, the U.S. Embassy there in Manila.
Uh-huh.
And this letter says my passport is revoked, right?
Yes.
It's dated December 11th, 2003, but they never sent this letter to me. They just made it up. You understand?
Yes.
Because when they send you this letter, you have a right to appeal within 60 days. And then when you have a hearing, if you lose a hearing, you have a right to appeal again within 60 days. It's a very long process to try and revoke your passport. But they claim they sent me the letter, I got the letter, I ignored it, and then I'm traveling on a revoked passport. All absolute lies. The Japs know it, the Americans know it, the press knows it, everybody knows it.
You did not receive any letter?
No. And not only that, I was at the U.S. Embassy in Bern, Switzerland a few weeks before, and they gave me extra pages from my passport because my passport was all full of stamps. I couldn't hardly travel because I had no space to get the visa stamps,
Yeah.
So I went to the U.S. Embassy myself, gave them the passport. Mm-hmm. This was in October to November of 2003.
Uh-huh.
I went in there, it was October 27th, I gave them my passport. I said, I need extra pages because I have no space for the visa stamps,
Yes.
They made me wait a couple of hours, and then they said, the Washington says it's blocked, you can't get it, you have to call us, and then we'll see what happens, So they gave me back my passport, I gave them my phone number in Switzerland, they gave me their phone number, then I left the embassy with my passport, then we went back and forth on the phone for about 10 days, and then on November 6th, 2003, they gave me the extra pages.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought that was the end of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
But now, and I never heard anything more from the Americans,
Yeah.
And now suddenly they say, they sent me a letter a few weeks later revoking my passport. All absolute lies,
Yes.
But everybody is pretending it's true, and the idea is just to get me to America. You know what I mean? Then when they get me to America, they say, maybe there was some mistake made. Maybe Fischer shouldn't have been had his passport, revoked and destroyed or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yes.
But it doesn't matter now. He's in the U.S. and he said terrible things and he's a terrible person. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yes.
See, that's the idea.
Mm-hmm.
See, the date I got the extra pages from my passport was let's see, I got it right here. It was November 6th, 2003.
Uh-huh.
And then this letter is dated November 11th, 2003.
Mm-hmm.
But they never sent it to me. They're just a fake letter. They had absolutely no proof that they ever sent it to me, that I ever got it, nothing. And as a matter of fact, December 11th, I was still in Switzerland.
Mm-hmm.
They could easily have called me on my mobile phone number,
Yes. Yes, yes.
So, it's an absolute lie, a setup. The Japs don't care. I explain everything to them. They're not listening. They got instructions to send me back to the fucking U.S. I think everything has been timed for the Olympics,
Yeah. But they...
I couldn't call you before because I was at another prison where it was impossible to phone without, freely. Now here I can phone freely. I mean, they may cut us off, but it's like a payphone that you use,
Yeah, okay. Now, you know, I've been called by some of the news networks in the United States, and they've been asking me why is Fischer calling you? Why not the newsmen from the U.S. or from Europe?
Yeah. They won't let me on live, Pablo. There are a few people who've come around from the TV stations and I think 60 Minutes or whatever. But, you know, they just want to record stuff. And then they will use what they want or not use what they want or use nothing, right?
Right. Okay.
I like to go out live. You know, that's my way. I don't want to be edited and censored, right?
Yeah, that's right. You said that before.
Yeah. If you want, I can read this letter. It's just all lies. But anyways, I say it's all on the Internet. The letter's on the Internet, and the 3 pages of the laws that they sent along with the letter, the enclosures on the Internet, everything's there. It's all lies. There's absolutely no way if I got such a letter, I'm going to ignore it and throw away my rights. You know, the CIA has, you know, electronic devices everywhere. They got 14 different spy organizations in the United States. If I knew about it, they'd have it on tape. They'd have something, right? They got nothing. You know what I mean?
Yes.
They haven't got a fucking thing, you know? I never heard of this letter. They never sent it to me. They're just fucking liars, you know? And also, this letter from the embassy has no address. It just says Robert James Fischer. No address.
No address.
Yeah.
Oh,
so they keep their flexibility. See what I mean? They can make up later where they sent it to in quotation marks. You understand?
That's right. Oh.
Absolute crooks. You see what the U.S. is doing all over torturing people, you know? A shit country, a country of criminals. It's always been a criminal country, you know? But I want everybody to go. I want you to read that website address again and download all the material. Did you read that again, that website?
Yes, it's HTTP.
Let me just check my copy so I make sure you read it right. Okay.
Okay. The website address is http://home.att.ne.jp/moon/Fischer/.
Right.
Okay. So everything, all of these things that's been happening to you, still part of that Jew conspiracy?
Yeah.
Really,
See, they've already robbed all my belongings in America. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you remember I said I wasn't going to pay any more taxes on that property I had, that land I had in Florida?
Yes.
They've already taken that, you know. They
really?
I refuse to send them any more tax money, and I refuse to send them the mowing fees. They want you to send money when they say the lawn becomes overgrown, you know?
Yes.
So they said, since I refused to pay the mowing fee, which was, you know, a few $100, they said, and then they said, we're going to fine you like $500 a day. So now they say I owe them like a couple $100,000.
Really?
Yeah. So they say that's more than the property is worth, and they're auctioning off my property. You see me?
Yes.
So they've stolen all my property. They've stolen all my rights for my books, right?
Yes.
They made illegal movies. And also, I believe they stole up some of my stuff in storage in New York, too. If you will go to this website, that's also there. The Morgan, Manhattan Morgan Storage Company, or something like that. You go there, you'll see a long correspondence with them also. I believe they also stole stuff there, because I think Ellsworth was also paying the bill there. So I think he also conspired with them to steal a lot of extremely valuable stuff of mine there in New York.
Yeah.
So they've stolen all my belongings. They've stolen my land property. They've stolen all my rights, all my book rights, the movie, everything. They've stolen my name, right?
Yeah.
They say Bobby Fischer Teaches Chess is the trademark of Learning International. And now I see that searching for Bobby Fischer they call this is the trademark of Viacom. So they've stolen all my name, they've stolen all my property, they've stolen all my rights. And now they want to put me in prison also, you see?
Yeah.
They're absolute criminals, the Jews. The Jews are behind this. It's a filthy Jew country. The United States is totally evil and corrupt. And they're going to get what's coming to them very, very soon, thank God.
Yeah, I heard that.
Be around to see it, but it's coming soon.
Yeah, you said that before. The U.S. got what it deserved during the attack at the World Trade Center.
They're getting what they deserve. That was just... That wasn't even 1/millionth of what they deserved.
Really, huh?
Yeah.
So what are your views about Iraq?
What are my views?
Yeah.
The United States is completely wrong. This is a criminal, what they're doing. They're poisoning the land with depleted uranium, killing people off by the tens or hundreds of thousands there, robbing their oil every day, robbing tens of millions of dollars of oil every day, or I don't know, hundreds of millions every day, right?
Uh-huh.
It's absolutely criminal in every way, and everybody knows it, you know? They went in there for the oil, and they went in there to dominate the Middle East, and they intend to grab the Iranians' oil, too.
So you think Iraq is just a reason for them to do something about that?
Huh? No reason at all.
No reason?
And they murdered Saddam's two sons, and they murdered one of his grandsons there.
Uh-huh.
You know, absolutely vicious, I mean, criminal in every way. And then they call the people who are fighting back terrorists, you know?
Yes. So who's the real terrorist there?
Bush is the terrorist, the Jews are the terrorists, Israel is the terrorist, Sharon is the terrorist, Wolfowitz is the terrorist, Pearl is the terrorist, Rumsfeld is the terrorist, all Jews. They're all Jews except, I think, Bush. I don't think he's Jewish. But everybody else, Rumsfeld, Wolfowitz, I think they call Wolfowitz Real Wolfowitz now, you know?
Well, do you have a message for Mr. Bush?
Yeah, you're a fucking murderer, Bush, and you're going to get what's coming to you. You're a fucking liar, you're a degenerate.
Okay. Next month it's the anniversary of the World Trade Center bombing.
Yeah.
What are your views about it?
Well, look, this is since then, you know how many people have the U.S. killed? Like hundreds of thousands in Afghanistan and Iraq. Do you still want to dwell on that?
Well, okay.
How many people have the United States killed with their ally Israel? How many people did Israel kill through all the decades? Hundreds of thousands. Hundreds of thousands they've murdered over in Palestine.
All right.
This is just that train center thing was just a pinprick. It was nothing compared to what the U.S. deserves, and nothing compared to what the U.S. is going to get.
All right. Okay. Let's get back to your situation right now.
Yeah.
So if they're going to bring you back to the U.S., are you prepared to face the U.S. courts? You know.
No, then there's no justice there. Everyone knows that. The whole country's a vicious dictatorship. The plan is it's going to be a kangaroo court, and they're going to murder me. You know, there's no question.
You seem quite sure about
me. Huh?
You seem quite sure about that.
Oh yeah.
Well, you don't see any possibility that probably one of these days the Japanese authorities might just free you?
Well, I don't know. I'm very disappointed with these people. It looks like everything is all set. You know, as I say, they're going through the motions waiting for the Olympics to begin. And then under cover of everybody sitting back with a beer, you know, watching the Olympics on the TV, they're going to ship me back, you know?
Yeah.
See, everybody will be feeling good, and then they won't, you know, it'll kind of erase the bad feelings that some people would have otherwise. You see what I mean?
Yes.
You know?
So, you seem resigned to your fate.
Well, I'm here in a prison right now. So, you know, just to go see my lawyer, I had to go through about 10 doors.
Really?
Yeah.
And what does your lawyer say about the situation now?
Yeah, well, she says it's all illegal. Everybody says it's illegal. Everybody knows it's illegal.
Yeah.
You know, but, you know, it's obviously just a setup, you know.
Oh, I guess.
I've been kidnapped by the Japanese police, and they want to illegally send me back to the U.S. See, the U.S., first of all, it's very difficult to deport me because this alleged crime I committed in 1992 is not a crime anywhere else. See? And even if it were, it's a very long, difficult process to deport somebody, you see?
Yeah.
So they made this end run around deportation by claiming that I came in, had an illegal passport. Absolute lie in every way. There's not any truth to it, and everybody knows it, you know?
Yes.
Just a few weeks before this alleged letter, they gave me extra pages for my passport, which they sewed into the passport, you know?
Yes.
But they didn't want to touch me in Switzerland because Switzerland is neutral. So they waited till I'm in Japan where the U.S. is in control. You see, I was very stupid not to realize that the Japanese had absolutely no self-respect anymore. and they would do whatever the U.S. said. I knew the U.S. had, tremendous influence here, but I thought the Japanese had too much self-respect to do something like this,
Yes.
But I see all their self-respect is gone,
Well, so it's kind of difficult, your situation right now?
Very difficult, yeah. Well, you don't sound too sympathetic, Pablo.
No, I mean...
What the fuck? Have they told you to try to make me look bad?
No. I never had any contact with anybody till Eugene
you
called me
don't sound angry about this.
I am.
Oh, all right.
I am.
Yeah.
So, what do we do now?
I think people should get out in front of the Jap embassy in Manila and in front of the U.S. embassy with signs.
Okay.
There's a plot, about the plot between the U.S. and Japan to murder me in America. People should get out in force in front of those embassies with signs. They should get out there all day, all night. Just stay out there with signs. Get photos, It's absolutely criminal. But as I say, when you go to the website, you will see. Read the statement of facts, read the documents,
Yes.
Also, I've been trying to renounce my citizenship, but the U.S. will not let me. They refuse to come out to this prison here, detention center they call it,
Yes.
to let me take the oath of renunciation in front of a diplomatic consular officer,
Yes.
So I sent them a letter renouncing my citizenship, but I think it's legal under the circumstances because they are refusing to obey the law. But of course they will claim it's not, you understand?
That's right.
But they are refusing to come out here and let me renounce my citizenship because they feel it's to their advantage to get me deported to claim I'm an American, you see?
What can they get if they bring you back to America?
What do you mean, what can they get? They can get me. What do you mean?
What can they get out of bringing you back to America and then putting you through all this process?
The hatred of the Jews. What do you mean? The Jews control America. I've exposed them. They get revenge.
Yes. That's right.
Of course, they have no right to revenge because they started this, right? Who indicted me? Who robbed all my belongings in Beacons? Who robbed my belongings probably in Manhattan Storage Company also? Who is robbing all my rights, my 60-member games? Bobby Fischer teaches chess. Who has made the illegal movie Searching for Bobby Fischer? Who is robbing my property in Florida, right? Who stole all my belongings at Beacon's Moving and Storage Company, right? What right do they have to talk about revenge? But this is the way they feel. They feel if you expose their crimes, that's a very evil thing to do, the Jews.
Yes.
And they have to exact revenge. That's how they think,
Yes.
Even exposing their crimes is a crime to them, When they rob you and persecute you, you should just be quiet about it. Take your lumps,
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
So I figure, everybody should be quiet and take their lumps, and because if they don't take their lumps, it'll be even worse, you see?
Yes, yes. All right. So, what about your friends in Japan? Have they been visiting you?
Yeah.
Okay.
My friend Miyoko, she's trying to do everything. She really can't believe how dirty her fellow countrymen are. Their fellow government is,
So
her government is, she's very shocked and ashamed,
Yes. I know that, yes. All right. And then there's no chance that you can visit us anymore here in the Philippines?
No, once I'm in the U.S., I'll never get out of jail again. I'll be in prison the rest of my life.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why? What do you mean it's all right?
I mean, no, it's not right, of course. I said, that's clear to me.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, I can't ask any more questions. Have any more messages for those people out there?
What?
I don't have any more questions.
Any more questions?
Yes. Have any message for anybody? Maybe
everybody should, get out in front of the embassy.
Yeah.
Do whatever it takes, even violence. America is a criminal regime in front of the Jap and American embassies, and do what it takes to show people your anger.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Do whatever it takes. They are criminals. This is a kidnapping. This has absolutely nothing to do with any law. This is a kidnapping by the Jap government working for the U.S., you know?
Okay.
It's a militarily occupied country, you know?
Yes.
Incidentally, I don't think it's true, but they had a report in the Japanese paper, I'm sure it's a lie, that had I gone to the Philippines, I would have been arrested there at the airport. Have you heard anything about this?
No, I didn't hear about that, but there are several speculations about what could have happened if something else went this way or that way, you know. I don't know.
You haven't heard anything about that?
No.
I think that's just something that the CIA told the Japanese to put out to not to make so the Japanese don't look so bad. Like, oh, well, it's not just us. The Philippines would have arrested them, too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
So my friend was out there to meet me. She said she didn't see anything unusual.
Nothing, yes.
But, I don't know, so... But you haven't heard that story, right?
No, I haven't heard the story.
I think it's an absolute lie put out by the CIA, you know. Yeah, well, I requested what they call I think it's like refuge, you know, the Refugee Act, you know?
Yes.
Where you can stay in the country where you are, you know?
Yes.
But the idea is, how can you ask for ask for refugee status against the United States, they're saying. You know, the United States is the greatest country in the world, the most perfect democracy, right? They would never hurt anybody illegally there, right? They would never, persecute anybody, you know? So I don't expect them to give me refugee status here, you know? I tried to get out on bail. They refused to let me out on bail. They've gone to, the lawyer went to court that this, because before they destroyed my passport, right away the first night, July 13th, they stamped my passport. I entered Japan 3 months ago. Retrospectively, they canceled my entrance visa to Japan, you see, and then they canceled my exit visa. They'd already stamped my exit visa, you know?
Yeah.
So, the lawyer went to court to try to get those canceling my visas to get that revoked because it's, completely illegal. It's all based on this fraudulent letter by the United States, you know? As I explained, of December 13th, December 13th, signed by Theodore Allegra, Consul of the United States of America.
I see.
You know? So, trying to get this, it's just all a big joke, you know. It's an absolutely corrupt country, Japan. How could it be otherwise? It's controlled by the U.S., right? How can any country that's controlled by the U.S. be anything but absolutely corrupt, you know?
Yeah. Okay.
Not okay. Why do you keep saying okay, Pablo?
The program's about to end here.
So what time is it there?
It's almost 8 o'clock, and we have 5 minutes more.
Yeah.
And, of course, our program will end at about 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
So we don't have much time for the interview, at least.
Yeah.
So I would like to say, you take care of yourself as much as you can.
Could you read that internet site again? Because you have a really great voice. Get it out there.
Yeah. The internet site is http://home.att.ne.jp/moon/Fischer/. Got it right?
Right.
Okay.
And just go there, download all the new material about this kidnapping of me by the Japs.
Yeah.
And get out in front of the Japanese embassy and the American embassy.
Sure.
I would like all my fans to get out there.
Yes.
And,
Well, Bobby, I really have to end the interview right now.
Okay.
So many things to do here. Just take care of it.
More important things to do, no?
Not more important, but of course, programming-wise. I'll try to get in touch with you again. I have your number anyway.
You don't have my number. No, you can't call me. I'm in a prison here.
That's not your number. That's the prison number, right? I'll get in touch to you through Eugene. Would that
Yeah,
be
you
okay?
can call Eugene, text Eugene.
Yes.
I'll give him a call tomorrow.
Yes, I will. And if we have some more time later, we can have another interview, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. If I'm still here, they've already rejected all of my appeals, and I just have one last appeal from the minister here. He can just say no, and they can take me away at any time. In any minute, they can just take me away to my death in America. You know?
We'll try to track you down wherever you are.
Yeah, well, I'd like you to try to stop this, not to track me down wherever I am. Once I'm in an American prison, my life is over. You can imagine, I'm already behind, like 10 doors here. How many doors am I going to be locked away when I'm in America? It'd be like at least 20 or 30 doors.
Wow.
You know?
Too many doors.
And they will be torturing me in every way. You know?
Yes.
The United States is completely evil. This is, the Japanese are a disgrace. They're a disgrace to the human race. I trusted these people, you know?
Yes.
And on one word from the U.S., they're ready to stab me in the back and kill me, you know?
Yes.
These are shameful people. The fucking disgrace of a country.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
Sending me to the U.S. to die after all I've done for Japan and after all I've done for the world.
Yeah.
These people are absolute fucking pigs.
Okay,
They've
Bobby.
lost all of their self-respect.
Okay, Bobby.
They were once a real country. Now they're just, If Howard Baker called up Koizumi and told him, get over here to the American embassy. Howard Baker's U.S. ambassador to Japan. He called up Koizumi. He said, get the hell over here in half an hour and suck my dick. Koizumi, the Japanese Prime Minister, would be over there and suck his dick. I really believe that. That is how debased and degraded the Japs have become.
All right.
Okay.
Well, we're getting off now.
Yeah, okay, Pablo.
Yes. Take it easy out there. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Pero ganun na po